Hi everyone. I was going to actually do this video outside today and show you around because it's lovely. It's really peaceful. It's really nice, just so you can get a feel of what it's like here. But it's so quiet and I'm so loud. I thought I might disturb people, but I will. In a couple of days, I will mooch around and do a video, and I will show you where I am and the surroundings, because the surroundings, I think, were very much part of the experience here. Okay, so it's day 4 today. Couple of things. Sorry, I've got a fan on. I've got a fan on not just because I'm menopausal. I've got a fan on because it's really, really hot today, and so if you can hear, I don't know if you can hear it. It's quite loud, but I don't know if you can hear it. But I do need it on, otherwise I'll be sweating like mad. Also, I've got a lisp because I've got my brace back on, and it's caused a gap in my teeth randomly, and I picked up a bit of a lisp today, so apologies if I've got that. There's no reason for that, just the brace. Okay, so day 4. Day 4 has been pretty much like yesterday. However, I made meditation this morning. It was on at, I got that at 7:15. It was on at 7:30, so it's 7:30 till 8 is meditation. It was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I do loads of good breathing techniques that I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's so warm. I'm so tired. It's just the heat. I can't start the video again because I'll just be starting it all night because I am so tired all evening. So it was pretty much the same. Sorry, I went to meditation. It was great. They did loads of breathing exercises, which I really, really found useful, about when you're breathing through your right and down through your left and all this. So it was really nice. I felt really clear-headed when I came out. So I found it really beneficial. I do like meditation though. I like that kind of thing. I did my yoga. It was hot, and I had my treatment, and I had the same treatment today as I had yesterday. I had the forehand massage again, and I had a facial, and I also had she put an eye mask on this time that I had to keep on for an hour. So when I'd finished, I actually went for lunch in it, because people just walk around in these green robes and face masks and all sorts, just walk around the place. So it's quite acceptable to do that. When I went in today though, when I went in yesterday, I've got my kidneys are like burning, like pulsing. It's like pulses on my kidneys, really, really hurting. And I told her yesterday, and I said, I think I've got kidney. I think it's like the date. It's not that. And she made me do a urine sample. And she said, look, it's not that. She said, we'll put some treatment on it. All it is backache. That's all it is. But it was pulsing. So anyway, to cut a long story short, when they did the massage and everything yesterday, they put on some heat pads, like a herbal kind of remedy. And it really burned, actually. It was really sore. And when it came off, honestly, gone completely. And today they repeated that just to make sure, she said. It had gone, but it's definitely gone. It was, whatever she did was amazing. I have no idea what it is. I'm still drinking the ghee, but I'm not having the oil nose anymore, the oil up my nose anymore, or down my nose, because I lay back to take it. So it's pretty much, it was yesterday. And I feel really good, and I still feel really better. But I've struggled in the heat today because it is so hot. I've changed my food a little bit as well. I was kind of eating the same things, but I've kind of mixed it up a bit, and I'm going to have curry for breakfast tomorrow. I've been having fruit, but I'm going to have curry tomorrow. I don't know why, I just am going to have it. I can have the principles of it. This is what I'll go into the diet. Without going into kind of the terminology and the kind of the principles of it, because one, I'm still trying to get my head around it, and two, I'm not reading this per se. I'm learning from them. So I take a lot in, and you do take a lot in, well, even though it's really relaxed. So every day I have different more questions. So I don't want to confuse you. Well, I'm still a bit confused. So I can't articulate it as well as I want to yet. But I'll give you kind of the principles of it. This Avada, they do pronounce it very different depending on who you listen to. Even here, they all pronounce it differently. It's been going for over 5,000 years. And if you think we're only in 2017, in their kind of, 5,000 years is like a very long time it's been going. And this is the principles of what they believe. They believe that we're all made up of 5 elements. And the 5 elements are earth, water, hold the line caller, sorry, I've got to pick my notes up. Earth, water, fire, air and ether, which is space. And that comes up, they come up with 3 different people. So each one of is everyone in the world, they believe, is one of these 3 people, okay, that they make up. Actually there's 7, but it gets too complicated at the minute to go into that. So 3 people. And they give 3 names to these 3 people, which is Vata, Kapha and Pitta, or Pitha, whichever way you pronounce it. And we are all made up of 3 of these variations of these 3, but one is more dominant in people than the other, and that makes you that person. So mine was Vata, that's what they said I am, Vata. And all the principles of that are kind of, it's kind of wind and spacey and air and fluidity and that kind of thing. And because it's fluid and things, you tend to be all over the place, which I know I have a bouncy ball personality. I know that myself. I can do one thing and just switch and do another and just switch and do another and just switch and do another. I love change, to be honest. So for an old bird, that's not bad, is it? So it was right on the mark for me. But the reason she didn't just tell me I was that. This is from a lot of analysing answers that I gave her to a lot of questions. Looking at me, my tongue, the inside of your eyes. God, they're really pale, aren't they? Your tongue, loads of other things, your skin texture, your skin tone, your colouring, everything else. And they check your pulse as well. And because they've been doing this for like years and years and years and years, I mean, this is, you don't just sit a course and do this. I mean, this is years and years of study in medicines and stuff that they're qualified to be a doctor. So it's not something quite basic or people talk. I mean, there's a lot of people, you know, to spend a lot of time, years being qualified in this. But because they're so experienced, they can tell by your pulse how it flows and the speed of your pulse also. And I don't mean if you've been running or you've been sat down, lazy. It's different. It's different how they sense your pulse, how it flows. And they come up with who you are. So if you look at my kind of thing, 'cause it's wind and stuff, it's kind of, and it likes cold and it likes things like this. So things that I eat, like loads of salads, lots of juices, lots of really cold white wine, lots of ice in my gin, all the kind of cold kind of things that I do. Really, that's what I like, and so I'm feeding it. But what I've done is kind of overfed it. So because I've overfed it with all the things that it is, it's completely out of balance. And because it's completely out of balance, I need to contradict it and do the complete opposite to bring it back into balance. So when it's out of balance, because I've got the other 2 parts that are still in me but not as dominant as this one, they play up as well. And the Pitta one is all to do with your hormones and kind of thing. More in depth than that, but it is the hormonal one. And that likes heat, it likes chili and stuff. So what I've been doing, because I'm a big chili lover, a big heat lover and things, is been feeding that one and setting the other one out of balance. So this is why I'm all over. My hormones and everything are all over the place because I've unbalanced everything. And I've fed the ones I shouldn't be feeding. And I've overcompensated on the one I should be. So if you think of Vata as being wind and stuff, spacey and things, to do the opposite, you need to bring it right back down to earth, and you have to play on the earth element. And the earth element is eating things like root vegetables because they're in the earth, and this is how they believe, this is what they think. So I can eat, you know, potatoes and beetroot and carrots, anything that's kind of in the earth, it would be really good for me. And I have to have everything warm, so no salads. Vegetables have to be roasted or stir-fried or heat to them, you know, warm, should I say, rather than heat. And to get my hormonal kind of in check, I also need to stop feeding Pitta inside me. I need to stop feeding it, because what I've done is I'm giving it life and life and life. So that's what I have to stop doing as well. So I have, and they're the principles I've taken on. And honest to God, I feel so much better. And I keep thinking, you know, I believe food anyway. As I feel, if I feel crap and I go on juicing for 3 days, or I have loads of vegetable stir fries, you know, with chicken or prawns or something, I know in 3 days I feel so much better. I think food picks me up very, very quickly. And the principles of this, because they were virtually on day one that they happened, I think this is why I felt so better so quick. Now, I'm not saying everybody believes this, but who am I to argue with 5,000 years of ancient times of coming up, you know, that they've been doing this for so long. And not only that, the people who come here, and some of the people I spoke to, you'd be pleased, Michelle. Michelle's more concerned I'm here on my own and she feels a bit sorry for me. But the people I spoke to, they're all repeat visitors, all repeat visitors. Changed their life. Now they come back as a to thank them and reinvent them. And these aren't just people my age or women, menopausal women or anything. These are guys who are stressed. You know, there was a guy in the restaurant tonight and all he did was take phone calls on his mobile and he's doing business deals and he's only just arrived, and the waiter went over and said to him, look, well, he didn't say look because he didn't speak like that, but he said, you know, just calm it down kind of thing. And he went, yeah, but I've got to do that, I'll go to my room. But he said, no, the way you do it, just calm down, just calm down. The guy was irate over some business deal on the phone. And I know in a couple of days I'd like to see him, because I bet he hadn't even got his phone with him. But it is very much like that. That's why I can't take you around, Emily, because everything's so quiet, everything's so relaxed. So they're the principles of what is. They're very basic, what I've given you. They're not anything articulate or anything, but they're the kind of things. So everything I've been doing, I'm doing the opposite of what I'm doing. So where I kind of don't eat rice or wheat or anything like that, I have chapatis every day. I had something like a sweet porridge thing this evening, as well as curry and rice, which is a little bit alien to me, but it's working, so how can I complain? The key thing is, I don't have to stay on this forever. I can nip back to it, but I have to be in balance first. Now, that's not going to be, it could be longer than 2 weeks, that could be a year. They don't know how long that's going to be. I will be checked before I leave, obviously. And all this treatment and everything they're giving me, and this is why they're giving me so much massage and oil, because I'm prone to have dry skin. Can you see my wrinkles? Dehydrated skin. Do you know what? You can't see how bad they are, but they are really bad. I've been in the sun today as well. They've been really bad. They are really bad. But she said you'll always be like that. You are an oil-based person. You should cleanse in oil. You should always put oils on, which I do. But she said oil baths. That's what I need, not like salt baths or anything. Oil, not bubble baths. Oil, pure oil baths is what will help me as well. So it's not short and sweet. Apologises, but that's kind of the concept of where I am with this diet and doing everything opposite, and the kind of reasons why. If you look up Doshes, which is Doshes, and Avada, whatever we pronounce it, if you look them two up, you'll read about it. It's really quite interesting stuff if you're kind of into them things anyway. But the key thing is finding out who you are, and until you know you are, you can't jump onto this. I watched a video yesterday of a girl who actually does an online test to see who you are, and I did it just to see because I've had a proper doctor analyse me, and actually it wasn't too bad. It was quite accurate. It wasn't too bad. So if anybody wants that, let me know and I'll drop it. I'll drop the URL of this test you can do online to see if you can find out who you are, and then you can read into it. But hopefully, I'm just going to get better and better and better. I feel so much better. I think it's because I laid in the sun today a bit and chilled a bit, like chilled with music and stuff. And my day doesn't seem as busy because I've changed a few things around. But so far so good. It's Thursday today. I think it's Thursday. It's day 4. I came Monday, so it must be Thursday. So look, I'll see you tomorrow. I want to talk to you about tomorrow something about diets, a kind of video I watched on diet, which everything kind of clicked into place with me. Listening to this, who I am, and these kind of things that fight against you, and diet. So I'm going to cover that tomorrow. I might not be getting online tomorrow because we'll keep having power cuts. That it's going to be worse tomorrow. So if not, I'll do it for the next day. So it'll be day 6. But I'll speak to you all later. Bye.